Hey guys, Stina here. Welcome to my channel. I want to read a chapter of this book. Not all just about tarot cards here, okay? I'll read it and I'll discuss some of this chapter with you. It's amazing. Literally, it could be teaching people lessons in this world, okay? It's a really good book, like All the Birds in the Sky. Like, really. It's by Charlie Jan Anders. I'm gonna read and I'm gonna discuss what I'm trying to talk about here, okay? So stick around for the book or go ahead to the end and then you can just figure out what you want to listen to, if you want to listen, okay? He hated to be called Larry, couldn't stand it, and so of course everybody called him Larry. So this is basically like, if you hate something, you put it out in the world, guess what? You're going to attract that into your life. That's basically what that means, okay? My name is Lawrence. So he would tell people, but he wouldn't put his boundaries up saying, stop calling me Larry. Either call me Lawrence or you don't call me Larry. Or you don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, this boy, this chapter can teach people so much, okay? But he was looking at the floor while he's saying this, so that's not very confident, right? You need to be confident in your decisions and who you are. Be who you are, okay? With a U, not a W. Lawrence knew who he was and what he was about, but the world refused to recognize it. They refused to recognize it because he didn't put it out there strongly, and he wasn't confident, okay? At school, the other kids called him Larry Berry or Larry Fairy, or when he got mad, Scary Larry, except that this was a rare display of irony among his troglodyte classmates, since in fact Larry was not scary at all. So, this boy was obviously suffering some kind of bullying in his life, and this goes for people too. They might have been bullied in life, so this will have them not confident in things. They have that strength, but they're gonna be like, well, my name is Lawrence, not Larry. But they're looking on the floor. That's not going to put any fear in anybody. It's not going to show any fear. You're not trying to scare people, but you're trying to tell them that you're serious. So you must look at them when you're talking to them, okay? Okay? And like I said, not like Lawrence wanted to be scary. Like I just said, he's not trying to be scary, but yeah, I don't know. That's just what it says right here. Lawrence was a small kid for his age, with hair the color of late autumn leaves and long chin and arms like snail necks. His parents bought him clothes 1.5 size too big, so he was someone that looked smaller than what he was because of the clothes that he was wearing, okay? Because they kept thinking he would hit a growth spurt in a day, and they were trying to save money. A lot of parents do shit to their kids, not knowingly that it fucks them up in the end, okay? And that's pretty much what that says, okay? You gotta think you gotta do the proper shit for your kids so that they are them true selves. You gotta make them fit into the world of who they are, not how you want them to be, okay? It's very important. So he was forever tripping over his too baggy jean legs. His hands vanishing inside his jersey sleeve. So his parents are the cause of him being bullied, precisely, and he's not getting confidence because oversized clothes. You'd be surprised what that would do to a child in their head, what that does to a child out there, okay? So if you're someone who has kids, not everybody wants hand-me-downs, okay? And if the oldest is getting brand new shit, the rest need brand new shit too, okay? Someone needs to hear that. Even if Lawrence had wanted to present an intimidating figure, his lack of visible hands and feet would have made it difficult. Exactly, I was just talking about this, right? Just the fact that he was in the wrong size clothing made him think so much differently about himself when he knew that he could be a bigger person in a lot of situations. Definitely this book can teach you so much, okay? The only bright spots in Lawrence's life were ultraviolet PlayStation games in which he vaporized thousands of imaginary opponents. But then Lawrence found other games on the internet. puzzles that took him hours to figure out, and MMOs, where Lawrence waged intricate companions. Before long, Lawrence was writing his own code. So he's a very smart kid, right? But he developed a relationship with imaginary situations, at home, okay? And this might have actually been the cause of why he's so brave in doing certain things, but not others, okay? He developed a different character in his life, right? Through video games. And that's what's going to help him do certain things that you wouldn't think that he would do, right? Because he's doing it on his own, behind the scenes, right? So brave behind the scenes, but when it comes to standing up to somebody, that's something he's got to work on. And that has to do with the parents. Like, the parents are the cause of this, for sure, okay? But this Lawrence is a strong child, right? He would be known as the black sheep for doing what he's going to do, which you're going to hear. Or he's just somebody that doesn't fit in, right? Because he does do what he wants, okay? But these are the strongest people that you'll find on earth, okay? Seriously, they're different, okay? Lawrence had been pretty great with computers once, but then he'd grown up and gotten a job in the insurance industry where he still needed a head for numbers, but it wasn't anything you'd want to hear about. Now, he was always freaking out that he was going to lose his job, and then they would all starve. So he has a parent who's just complaining about his job, that they're all going to starve. So this is also being put on the kid's head as well, okay? Don't do that shit. Your kid doesn't need to hear about your problems at work, okay? That puts too much responsibility, too much fucking pressure on a kid's head to also not want to be confident and do things for themselves. Now they got to live for the parents because the parents putting all their blame on the child's head. Like, Laura's mom had been working on a PhD in biology before she had gotten pregnant, and her thesis advisor had quit. And then she'd taken some time off and never quite gone back to school. So he has a mother who's a quitter and a father who plays victim. So you guys, and then these parents try to perceive their life onto their child. That's what they're doing. These are the types of parents that this kid has, okay? Both parents were endless about Lawrence spending every waking minute in front of the computer and turning out socially dysfunctional. When in reality, because he did this, he was able to develop something that they didn't have. The courage to take the steps of his own, to think on his own, okay? Both parents were endlessly, like his Uncle Davis. So they forced Lawrence to take endless sessions of classes designed to make him get out of the house. Judo, modern dance, fencing, water polo for beginners, swimming, improv, boxing, skydiving, worst of all, wilderness survival weekends. These parents want this kid to, they're so hypocritical in this book. You'll see, these parents want this kid to take chances, to get out of the box, to do something different, right? So they're putting him in all these classes. They don't want him at home in front of the computer where he's doing nothing wrong. They think he's not going to be socially mature with other people, when in fact, they're the reason why he has no courage to be himself in the first place. You already see how they're putting their life and who they are onto their child, right? And now they're forcing him to get out there. He has not worked on that part of himself, right? They have not allowed him to be confident with other people, but yet they're forcing him to be with other people. Do you see how that works? By not choosing his own clothing that fit, by not choosing clothes that are for him, okay? They want to choose every part of his life, but then when he does, you'll see how they react. So this kid, no matter what he chooses, parents won't be happy. They won't understand it, and they'll give him lectures about it, right? Why do you think he wants to be alone? Why do you think he doesn't want to express himself to you or to other people? Because everything that he does is going to be like, that's wrong. This is something that a lot of parents do to their kids. If you have a child who doesn't talk, who doesn't socialize, who just wants to be by himself, because they don't want to hear no all the time. They don't want to hear, you're doing this wrong, or you shouldn't do this, blah, 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 blah. You need to do it this way. You need to wear these clothes. You need to do this. They don't want to hear that, so they're going to be very, very distant from you, and they're not going to have a relationship with you, just letting you know, okay? That's how it works, Okay? Like, I know. So, like, if you're doing this with your child, like, you need to stop saying no. You need to listen. And if they're having tantrums, okay, you don't say, go do this now or else. Like, that is the wrong way to do it. I'm sorry, you're the issue, you're not the child. You go to the child and you say, why are you crying? I don't care how old they are, okay? You go to them and say, I can't understand you. You can't understand me. You're frustrated because I'm not understanding you. It's on you, not the kid. I do not understand what you're trying to tell me. Okay? And you're going to get down to their level so you can have a conversation with them. It's very easy. Very, very easy wording. And the child's going to listen. I don't care what kind of child it is. I don't care how powerful they are. I don't care how destructive you think that they are, because it's your issues, not theirs, that you're putting on them, okay? You're going to get down and you're going to say, we're not understanding each other. Say, you're talking to them like a fucking adult, but that's what you need to do. They understand more than you think, because they're not talking, because you keep saying no. That's why they're not talking. So stop saying no. Understand why you're saying no, because you're the reason, you're the issue. They're a child. You need to change yourself in your ways to compromise, to understand the child. The child doesn't need to change their ways for you. You need to change your ways for that child. That's the lesson through this whole thing, okay? So, like, I'm getting right off track because this needs to be talked about, okay? Now, to get down, to level with your child, I don't care how fucking pissed off you are, okay? You gotta swallow your pride, you know. Walk away for a sec, breathe, come back. That shit works. Put some fucking headphones in your ears if you can't stand there yelling and crying, okay? Once you can get level-headed, you go to them. And you say, we'll just use a random name. Brittany. We'll just use Brittany. I don't know. This is not directed to anybody named Brittany. I'm just, Brittany comes to mind, okay? You go to little Brittany, okay? And you're going to say, Brittany. And yeah, you're going to be a little upset, so you can have a little bit of a different tone. It's fine, but you need to talk to them again. Brittany, listen. Hello, if they're not listening. Hello, Brittany. Hi, look at me. Get down to them. Hey, trying to talk to you here. We can't be doing this. Talk to him like a fucking human, I'm telling you. Don't talk to him like a little thing you can tell what to do all the time, okay? And you get down and say, okay, however tone you want to have, but make sure you're not being disrespectful to them, okay? They are your child, they are human, and they deserve the respect, just like you would give anybody else, okay? Can't be bullying this situation. You're going to get down and you're going to say, Brittany, I can't understand you. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. We are both getting frustrated because you're not understanding me and I'm not understanding you. If you do understand me, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. Please help me understand what you're trying to say. Please tell me again. What are you trying to say? And then, if you don't understand what they're saying, you can easily give them options. Say, okay, so what? Are you hungry? Like, what's wrong? Why are you upset right now? Are you hungry? What is it? When you take the time for your child, you get down, you're going to be able to understand them, okay? They're going to make, okay, so you take them out, okay, show me what's wrong. Show me what you want, okay? What, I don't understand, what? Start thinking. If you're getting ready to go somewhere and they're having a fit, they're not getting ready, you're telling them to, and they're not. And all of a sudden they're just having a fit. Well, chances are they can't find the item that they need to bring with them to wherever you go, okay? If you know they've eaten, you know they went to the bathroom, you have all their little actual needs, like you're just like, okay, well, I fed them. Usually they have certain things they bring with them, or you need to have certain things on that you've been telling them to put on, they're not putting on. Use your fucking brain. Get down and be like, little Brittany, okay? Brittany. Yo, Brittany. Like, and this is, you're going to be upset, so that's why I'm using it. Hey, Brittany, whoa, what is wrong? You got to tell me what's wrong. You got to have more of a fucking understanding, compassion in your voice. Get there. Listen, Brittany, hello. I'm trying to understand you, Brittany. I'm trying to understand you, okay? I don't know why you're crying. I'm getting upset because you're upset. You being upset upsets me. I need you to tell me what is wrong. Crying and screaming is not the way we communicate around here. But you can't be saying that if you're someone who yells and it gets so emotional with everything that you say. Because that's hypocritical and that's confusing a child. So practice what you preach, okay? Seriously. The child's only doing what they know is appropriate. And if you're telling them not to do that, but then they see you do it, talk to your child. Talk to the freaking child, okay? They're going to tell you, you say, show me. Their words are not working because you're not understanding. So show me. Show me what is bothering you. Show me what it is that you're trying to tell me. Okay? If it still doesn't work, be like, okay, here, show me. What's wrong? Take their hand. Okay, show me. Like, I can't understand you and I want to understand you. Help me understand you. They'll show you. If you see that they're not getting dressed and they're having a fit, they need your help with getting dressed. It's very easy, okay? If you told them to do something and then they're having a fit and you are still telling them to do it, are you that, I'm sorry, but like, is that really that hard to understand? I'm sorry, I don't care if this is going to trigger anybody, but like, seriously. I think I don't even need to read anything out of this book again, because that's pretty much like I went right off on something that I've been needing to get out there with people. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to disciplining children and understanding how they work. I'm very, very good at that. I don't have issues with my kids. I have a powerful kid and she does not have tempers around me. Okay, so that's because I know how to talk to her. I understand her. She's my child. Doesn't matter because she's not living with me. I made sure that she was out of dangerous situations. That is why she's not living with me. I do what I have to do for my kids, right? So you know what I mean? Doesn't mean I don't know how to care for my child. Like that has nothing to do with it, okay? Yeah. They don't, a lot of times they just don't want to hear no. So if they're not talking, it's because they don't want to hear no all the time. They seem to be doing everything wrong in their eyes. Like, you know what I mean? So if they're having some speech issues, like it's because you're not talking to them. You're not even spending time to have conversation with them. And if they're having troubles with letters or words, you need to sit there and be like, if they can't pronounce an S in birds, right? You're going to say bird, birds. Take some time and let the letters flow out of your mouth. They can't understand, hey, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. That's all they hear when you're talking, right? Bird. They're gonna understand that more, okay? A kid that's not talking doesn't mean that they have issues with their speech, okay? It's you, the parent. The parent needs to change up what they're doing and how they do it, okay? So if you're having a difficult child or a powerful child, that's what they're called. They're called powerful childs. They're not, there's nothing wrong with them, okay? They're just very independent. They're very smart. They're actually smarter than a lot of other kids because they're very independent. They know what they want. Those are special children as well. I got something in my eye. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So get down at their level. Explain to them you don't understand what they're saying. You understand that they don't understand. You don't want to really say they don't understand you, because the chances are they do. So what you want to do is, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're trying to tell me. Can you please show me? That would be probably the better route, okay? That way you're not putting any blame on them. It's you. Like, you're the adult. You need to know better, okay? So switch it to, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry that we're both upset here. I don't understand what you're trying to explain to me or that you're trying to tell me. You can ask them, is it this? Is it this? Is it this? That's one way. Or please show me. I don't understand what you're trying to express to me, okay? I don't understand what you're saying, so please show me. And take their hand. Same with if you're getting them, if you want them to fucking clean up their room or something, okay? And they're young and they're like, no, I don't want to. No, they're in, you know, all the kids have that attitude when they're at a certain age. They get a terrible pre-kindergarten age. We'll say that because it can range. It's not just terrible 2s, terrible 3s, literally pre-kindergarten age, okay? I find 4 is more of a gentle, is more of the mature age in that, and then 5 gets back again, okay? Seriously. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, for cleaning up, right? If you can't get your kids to clean up, you can easily just take them by the hand, say, let's go clean up together. Sometimes I just want you to acknowledge them and do something with them. Literally, a minute of you doing this, they'll clean up their toys. So you're gonna take them. Okay, come on, let's do it together. Let's do it together. I'll help you, okay? I'll help you. Let's just do it together. They just want to know that you're involved with whatever the fuck that they're doing, okay? It's not that they don't want to do it. They want your attention. That's all they're doing it for. So you're gonna give them attention because you're the adult and you're gonna fucking compromise, okay? You're gonna swallow up your pride and you're gonna help them clean up a bit. So you're gonna go and you're gonna put 2 or 3 toys. Here, come on, let's do it. As soon as you pick up that first toy, they're gonna start cleaning up. So you get 1, 2, 3, and then you stop and walk away, and they're gonna fucking clean up their toys. They're not even gonna stop. They're not gonna realize that you're just doing it just to get them started. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what this is? So, I don't even care about the book right now. But I'll just explain what the book is. Basically, like this. So yeah, that's just a little thing you can try with your kids if you're having a powerful kid. Basically, this book, maybe you want to read it. Maybe I shouldn't spoil the whole thing, but I just want to say, like this guy, this kid. Yes, he went and stole $50 out of his parents' purse. Okay, but he knew that if he did something wrong there. I'm not condoning stealing, but anyways, he took $50 with him to go somewhere. I forget where he was going now. And on this journey, he was in a restaurant, and this lady comes, and she's like from the space station or whatever, right? And he's a nerd, obviously. He's like more of a nerdy type. I'll just call it somebody who's into the computer and games, like what we would call a nerd, okay? Not saying people are nerds because they do it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm just putting nerd on that situation. Don't take it. Don't say that I call people nerds. Don't. If you get offended, get off this. Don't even watch me for someone who gets offended, because you're not gonna like half most of the shit that I say. So I don't sugarcoat, and I'm not here to save your feelings. I'm talking my own way. Okay. So anyways, he's a nerd. Okay. He is a nerd. Okay. Take it out however you want. I really don't give a shit. And he did something. You know how his parents have been trying to get him out there, trying to do something, trying to be social. So he did something. He just literally left what he was comfortable to go do so he can go towards something that he wants to do. Because his parents don't fucking listen to him anyway. So he had to go and do it on his own, right? So he did it. He went, and then during this adventure, he got to see a space station inside. Because this woman was going to help him get back to his parents, right? So during this, he met this woman who works at a space station, and she directly just made sure the parents it was going to be hard to get to wherever they are so that he could experience this. So all in all, through this whole fucking message, where I'm getting at here is put your faith in God, take that leap of faith, and you'll be surprised at the experiences you will experience during that leap of faith. Yeah. Put boundaries up. Be who you are. Be more selfish. And do you. You'll experience and explore the world more than you ever would if you would have not took that leap of faith. So anyways, hopefully some of this information is being sent out to the universe for someone who needs to hear it, especially the kids, okay? This is about kids. The kids are the future, right? We need to make sure that they're properly explored and properly acknowledged and properly given that, like, they have the time needed with their parents. And their parents, like, it's us who needs to switch up how we are with them, okay? They're coming in an innocent, pure soul. If we're not happy with how they are, they're just mirroring back the way we are. Think about that. They're like sponges. They're just taking, and they're just doing what they think they're supposed to do. Like, how you act and how you are is how it's going to be on the child. Okay. So God bless you all. I'll be back when I'm back, and have a great day, night, evening, whatever it is for you, and enjoy your day, or enjoy the rest of whatever it is for you. Bye.